Welcome back to Wall Again, where passion meets music, and we are continuing our countdown of the top 100 classic rock albums of all time as per Classic Rock magazine. We're at number 88, and this album was one that I wasn't familiar. The album name is Sinful and the band are Angel, and I had never heard of this band before, being honest about it. It was actually their 5th studio release, and I found it quite hard to find any information online about this band. It was released in 1979 through Mercury Records, and it was produced by Eddie Leonetti. And the band, I'm not familiar with any of these musicians, so I'll just read them out. There was Frank Domino on vocals, Punky Meadows on guitar, Felix Robinson on bass, Barry Bryant on percussion and drums, and keys, and Greg Giuffra on drums. So yeah, look, I didn't think this album, like, I wasn't aware of it, and it was very much a surprise listening through this because the production seemed really poor, to be honest. It seemed like a demo to me when I was listening to it. I could definitely hear some good parts, some good bits of music in there, and some good songs, but it really just didn't sound like an album that deserved to be on this list. Like, I don't think the production style was high enough for it to get onto this list, and certainly when you consider some of the other albums that we've covered, I think production-wise, this one falls below. Really feels like a demo. My favourite track on the album is a song called Bad Time, which actually I think is a great song. It's probably one of the strongest on the album. And then there's a track there called Lovers Live On, which I thought was actually quite poor. That would be the track I would skip on this album. But all in all, I think the music is quite good. It's definitely hard rock. There's no doubt about that. You've got, good bass drums and guitar happening there in the rhythm section. You've also got great lead guitar there as well from Punky. The vocals are quite good, I have to say. They're quite good there from Frank, who's the lead singer. But overall, I think this album just falls a little bit short. It doesn't really hit the standard that we're talking about here when we talk about the top 100 classic rock albums of all time. Certainly in production style. But then again, I have to say the music was quite good, so I'm kind of conflicted on this one. I think I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think that's a fair mark. I think the music is better than maybe some of the albums we've talked about so far, but I think the production is kind of letting it down. I think if this was produced properly and professionally, I think this album might get a higher mark. And because I think there is something in there, I think the songs are there, I'm going to give this, as I said, the 6 out of 10. So let me know in the comments below, have you ever heard of this band before, Angel? Have you ever heard of this album, Sinful? It's coming in at number 88 on the list. I was kind of surprised to see it there. I wasn't familiar with it until I went through the list and actually then listen to the album. So yeah, I'd be interested to know if people out there who like classic rock music are aware of this band and this album. If you liked the video, hit the like button, and if you could also subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye for now.